All right, everyone, there's a saying that your attitude determines your altitude in life. Well, there are plenty of folks that agree with that statement. Did you know that in your city there are folks literally over the moon and happy every single day of their lives? I'm talking about a group of folks that belong to the Happiness Club. They're an organization on a mission to change the way you think and feel. They want to literally turn our frowns upside down. We caught up with some of our News Channel 8 family members to ask what makes them happy. Take a listen.
Happiness to me is a feeling of inner calm, stillness, peace. That is happiness to me.
I like the Peanuts answer. Happiness is a warm puppy.
It means my family being healthy and safe and being able to laugh with each other.
Happiness means going after that for yourself. Don't put happiness on someone else's shoulders because you're going to get disappointed. You need to find someone in yourself to make you happy, basically. It's within you.
Getting to spend time with my family. That's it.
I think happiness to me means being able to feel my best, and that means healthy and happy and going in the direction in my life that I choose.
Well, here to tell us more is Lionel Ketchian, founder of the more than 70 happiness clubs around the world, author of Food for Thought, and writer of the Be Happy Zone column for the Fairfield Citizen News. Welcome to the show, Lionel.
Thanks, Desiree.
Thanks for being here. I'm really happy you're here.
Well, I am too. This is great.
Let's set this up for folks. Give us a definition of happiness. What is that? We're going to put it on the screen for folks at home to be able to read.
Wonderful. Well, the short definition is really that happiness is an inner state of well-being. But I would add to that that it's also a state that enables you to profit from your highest thoughts, intelligence, wisdom, awareness, common sense, emotions, health, and spiritual values. So I think happiness is something of great value that a lot of people may just not be taking with them when they walk out the door.
Do your thoughts really control your emotions?
Yes, they do. Our thoughts do control our emotions, and our emotions and thoughts control our behavior. So if we're just trying to change our behavior alone, we have to realize that the thoughts are the beginning. You know, it's pretty much like a knock on the door. There's a thought. We don't have to let it in. We can see who it is and then decide whether we want to answer that door and let in that thought that we may have to live with for all day or who knows how long.
That really do affect you. Interesting. Now tell us how the Happiness Clubs came about. How did you think to do this?
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't.
I gave a course. I started teaching a course on happiness at Sacred Heart University in 1999.
Wow.
Because I thought happiness needed to be understood, and I was wondering if we're ever going to really understand it like I began to understand it. And in teaching that class, the class loved it and said, we want to keep learning this. We want to keep practicing because we know that's important. And I said, okay, and they wanted to have meetings. And I said, okay. And then we had the Happiness Club, and we started our meeting in Fairfield, January of 2000. It was snowing that evening, but people came. And we've had it ever since then. That's over 10 years.
Wow.
And we've expanded.
And in these happiness meetings, I mean, what are you addressing? What are you talking about? Dish with us about that.
Sure. At each meeting, and we have several all over the state and around the world, we present a speaker once a month, a different speaker, who will talk about possibly a book on happiness or their experience on happiness. It could be a doctor, a layperson, a psychiatrist, and they'll actually talk about happiness. Now, happiness sounds like a word, you know, we just defined it, but it's still a word that a lot of people don't understand.
Right.
And it's really about emotional competence. Imagine learning to be less emotionally incompetent and more in control of yourself, no matter what's happening. That's really what we're learning in a Happiness Club meeting.
Tell us about some of these books that you recommend to be our ultimate happy place in life.
Well, I'd be very happy to do that.
Oh, I thank you.
Great. Well, I don't know if you've heard of Joel Osteen.
Yes.
He's a preacher in Texas, and he has airtime on Sundays. And a number of years ago, I happened to tune into him, and he was talking all about happiness. And I said, wow, what is going on with the fact that here's a minister talking about happiness? What's he doing on my territory? And I found out that Joel Osteen is all about teaching people and educating them on emotional intelligence And he's done a wonderful job as a minister to, have people be more in control of themselves. So I have on my best 20 books his book, Life Is Now, because he says happiness is a choice. He really does understand
That is right.
it. Yeah.
Let's go to the second one.
Sure. Another great book is Authentic Happiness by Dr. Martin Seligman. And the reason this book is great is because Dr. Martin Seligman has been a psychologist who's created a whole new movement called positive psychology. And it's about the study of happiness, but the interesting thing is now that it's a science, we have more men attending the happiness clubs. It used to be all women.
We women love happy men.
smart.
Okay. Let's go to the third one if we can.
Nothing
quickly.
like a happy marriage
That
with
is
two
right.
happy people. Okay, Gateway to Happiness is by Rabbi Zelig Pliskin, who I think has written one of the best books on happiness, and this is available on our website, happinessclub.com, for free. You can get a 60-page download.
Wow.
And it's really a great book, and actually Rabbi Pliskin runs a happiness club called the Joy Club in Israel, and he
Wow.
lives in Israel. We have two there.
Lionel Ketchian, thank you so very much for being
Thanks,
here.
Lois.
Happiness, what is it? Happinessclubs.com, right?
Yes.
That is right, for a complete list of the books he recommends in all things happy. Thank you
Absolutely.
for being here.
My
All right,
pleasure.
everybody, coming up next, we're in the kitchen with Senor Pancho's when Connecticut Style returns. You're going to be so happy to see them.